Say this sentence out loud. I would like to have a glass of water, please. Now say this one. Can I get some water? Same request, same meaning. But one of those sounds like a person at a party, and one sounds like a person filing a formal complaint. If you learned English from a textbook, I already know which one you default to. And in the next 9 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly why and how to fix it. What's up? Welcome back to Accent Unlocked. I'm Name. Today we're talking about register, not your accent, not your grammar. Register. The difference between written English and spoken English, between formal English and human English. Here's the thing nobody tells you. Textbooks teach you written English, but conversation is spoken English. They're not the same language. They have different vocabulary, different sentence structures, different rhythm. If you've ever been told your English sounds too correct or a little stiff, this is why. 5 things. Let's go. The single fastest fix. In casual spoken American English, native speakers almost never use the full form. I am becomes I'm. Do not becomes don't. I would becomes I'd. Every time you use the full form in casual conversation, every single I am and do not, you sound like you're giving a speech. Try it with me. Say, I am not sure if I will be able to make it. Now say, I'm not sure if I'll be able to make it. Same sentence. The second one sounds like a human. The first one sounds like a press release. Quick test. Which sounds more natural? Option A. I would have thought that was obvious. Option B. I'd have thought that was obvious. Option B. Every time. And the difference is 4 letters, wool, disappearing into an apostrophe. The contracted form is not lazy, it is not incorrect. It is the default register of casual American speech. Use it. Your vocabulary might be too good. I don't mean that as a compliment. I mean that the words you learned, the written English textbook words, carry a formality signal that native speakers don't use in casual conversation. Purchase, fine in writing. In speech, just say buy. Residence, fine in a lease agreement. In speech, say place or home. Assist, formal. In speech, say help. Obtain, formal, say get. Inquire, formal, say ask. Commence, formal, say start. Sufficient, formal, say enough. However, at the start of a sentence in speech, say but. Additionally, in speech, say also or plus. Therefore, in speech, say so. None of this is wrong. It's about context. At a job interview, I would like to inquire about the role is fine. Texting a friend? Let me ask about it. Every time. Real sentence. 2 versions. Version A. I was wondering if you could possibly assist me in obtaining the necessary documentation. Version B. Hey, can you help me get the paperwork? The grammar is different, the vocabulary is different, the meaning is identical. Version A is a formal email, version B is a person talking to another person. If you're speaking version A out loud in a casual setting, people notice, not because you said something wrong, because the register is mismatched. You're wearing a suit to a BBQ. This one surprises people. Native speakers pad their speech constantly with small words and phrases that carry almost no information. but carry a lot of register signal. Like, it was like really good. You know, it's a lot of work, you know. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but kind of, sort of, it was kind of awkward. Basically, they said no. Honestly, I didn't expect that. Right? That's weird, right? Actually, it was actually pretty fun. Pretty, I'm pretty sure. That's pretty good. Without any of these, your speech sounds like a report. Every sentence is a complete, precise statement, which is exactly how textbook English teaches you to speak. Add just 2 or 3 of these per minute of conversation, and you immediately sound less like a student and more like a speaker. Listen to these two people describe the same thing. Person A. The presentation was quite long and the content was not particularly relevant to our situation. Person B. Honestly, it was kinda long and it wasn't really about us, you know? Person A sounds like a performance review. Person B sounds like a conversation. Same facts, completely different energy. You've spent years learning to speak like Person A. This video is about learning to sound like Person B. Formal English uses complete sentences. Natural spoken English? Fragments. All the time. When someone asks, "Are you coming tonight?" native speakers don't say, "Yes, I am planning to attend." They say, "Yeah, for sure," or just, "Yeah." Are you coming to the party? Coming tonight? Did you eat already? Eat yet? That is a good idea. Good idea. I am not sure. Not sure. It does not matter. Doesn't matter. I do not know. No idea. Are you finished? Done. You don't have to finish the subject and the verb every time. In casual speech, the context fills in the rest. The goal isn't to speak in fragments forever. The goal is to recognize when a full sentence signals formality you don't intend. Real scenario. Your coworker walks over and asks, "Do you want to grab lunch?" If you say, "Yes, I would enjoy that very much," they will think you are joking. If you say, "Yeah, definitely," or "For sure, give me 5 minutes," that's a person. One of those responses sounds like a human being. One sounds like you're playing a character in a Victorian novel. The content is the same. The register is everything. The most formal sounding pattern of all. Textbooks teach you hyper-polite request structures, and they're not wrong. In formal situations, they're exactly right. But in casual conversation, they create a strange distance. I was wondering if you would be able to, can you, or just can you? Could you possibly, can you? Would you mind terribly? Do you mind if? I would appreciate it if you could. It'd be great if you could. Or just, can you? Might I ask? Can I ask? There's a sweet spot between rude and stiff. You don't want, "Hey, do this," and you don't want, "I was wondering if you might perhaps consider." You want, "Hey, could you?" Or, "Can you do me a favor?" Casual, clear, direct, that's the register. Okay, 5 things. Contractions, vocabulary register, discourse markers, sentence fragments, and over-polite requests. None of these are tips for sounding cool. They are the actual patterns of casual American spoken English, the same ones native speakers use without thinking because they've been hearing them their entire lives. You didn't grow up hearing them, so now you have to hear them deliberately. In every show you watch, every podcast you listen to, every conversation around you, you'll start catching them. And once you hear them, you can use them. That's step one. Step two is practice. We built a free app, Accent Unlocked, where you can drill vocabulary from videos like this one with spaced repetition flashcards and a typing game. No sign up. Link is in the description. If this helped you, hit subscribe. I make videos about the real patterns of spoken English, the stuff that doesn't show up in textbooks but makes all the difference when you're in an actual conversation. See you in the next one.